Well, it's officially been a year and Rocco is still being a deck dog. This time though, he has a finished, well, nearly finished. We still want to do some stairs and some skirting around the deck, but I figured it would be a great time to give you a 1-year tour. 1 year ago, we started filming tour videos over in this corner, and it's crazy to see how much has changed. We've added a bed that we have done plantings in as of last year. We have a whole ton of pots already started for this year. We have seedlings hardening off, which we barely had last year. We even changed where our water spigot was. I definitely think that recording these videos has been such a blessing because I've been able to share the changes with you all, but also document it for our own sake, I guess. Our hollyhocks are still coming in. We still have the peony and the pea-shaped bed up there. We still have all these bushes, but wow, has the backyard ever changed. We decided to add in more areas where we have strawberries, so they're coming along pretty nicely. This one even is starting to flower. We've also started to make changes to what was previously just pots in these small little beds. We've started to make it a larger, more defined space. We still have our raspberries coming in, we have our peonies, but we've definitely added some blueberries into this patch. We have Egyptian walking onions, and we have some pretty defined places for all of our herbs that we're going to be doing in a couple weeks when it starts getting just a bit warmer. We've also added what will be a spot for our horseradish. We've been digging up some fill that we've put here. Our strawberry this year in this section, not coming in like it did last year, but we're still hopeful, and well, if not, we'll just replant it. My husband here is still working on what is his baby. We've done an expansion on our compost, and as you can see, we're working to get everything organized, and he's doing some sifting because thankfully we already have some that is really good. Hi. Some really good compost there that we're working through and adding to our beds here. But let's talk about the beds. I think the last tour video we had 9. We've definitely expanded since then, and we've definitely added some different structures to make everything a little bit more sound. We've also expanded to the back here, which we've added potatoes. Last year we hadn't even planted them, and this year we already have some coming up. We've also been working on adding organic material, disregard that cardboard there, to the back here to get more life back into the soil because it is pretty clayey. We've also been working on our wood pile. We're down to just the one, and well, the wood yard still looks like the wood yard. We do have a couple beds planted already. This one is empty. This one over here has starts of peas. We've added carrots in here. We've added parsnip in here. And we've also added more kale in the corner. Now, unfortunately, it got munched. So I'm sure you also noticed we have this netting up, and it's protecting things a little bit better than we did last year because the pest pressure is pretty heavy. This bed we don't have anything planted, and that bed we don't have anything planted, but husband's working on getting some compost because pretty soon our tomatoes and our peppers will be going into them. We do have some ranunculus here in grow bags, this side, and then we have started already planting out this U-shaped bed. Now this is different than last year as well. We just had the straight rectangular beds, but I wanted something for more added interest, and I think once this fills in, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Again, we do have the netting here, but one thing we added was a feature to be able to lift this up so I can still get into planting. We also added our hummingbird rock that we found in the garden prior to us being here, and I love the addition. Turning back around, we have a dog who decided to do his job and chase squirrels. We also have planted ranunculus out here. We've planted some bulbs that are starting to show. Now these did get late protection, so a lot of the bulbs had already been dug up and moved around. So quite a few are small and stubby, but we're being hopeful that with the protection next year we'll have a lot more of a show. This bed has been planted out with onions, and we're going to do a couple more direct sown because, well, like I said about the pest pressure, we had some birds come in here and dig some of my onions up. They just like rooting around. It's not like they actually enjoy eating the onions, but it's definitely caused some damage to what I had planted already. And likewise, just for safe measure, we decided to put some barriers around our garlic. Now, this is our first year growing garlic, and wow, it's doing so well. You can see the birds still get in and root around, but it's definitely not as bad as my onions because these guys are really well established because they are planted in the fall. And don't worry, I didn't skip over these ones. I just need some assistance. So these are our hoop houses that finally went in yesterday. This one is taking care of all of our brassicas. So we have cauliflower, we have broccoli, we have Brussels sprouts, and we have cabbage. And comparable to last year, wow, they're actually huge. I had put in the tiniest little sprouts, and these ones are actual full-blown plants.
They're pretty cool.
But one is never enough for us, so we have a second one. These were originally cold frames at the start of the year, but we've decided to now switch them over because we're getting into the double-digit weather, and they definitely are getting a little toasty throughout the day. So this is all of our greens. Now, we harvested huge bowls like every other day. So we have spinach, we have beets, we have tangle leaf lettuce. Our first head of romaine, look at this. It's like actually heading. I've never done that before, so really excited. We have our arugula, we have kale, more beets, some endive, some Swiss chard, and wow, I actually have a Swiss chard. See how it's getting eaten a bit though? Definitely needed the bug netting. We have more kale, we have some radish. Certainly not as many as last year, but we will be planting some more soon. We have mustard and we have our kohlrabi. I'm pretty proud of these hoop houses. This fabric is actually thrifted. These are typically the surrounds that would go around like a child's bed as an insect netting, like those tents that have the hoop on them. We found them for $8 each instead of the $30 to $40 that insect netting would have cost us, say on Amazon or our garden website. And we essentially just put some wood around them to keep them nice and taut, but you can see they work perfectly. They're nice and fine, so no butterflies or anything can get in. We do have some bugs just chilling on the top, but that's okay. We don't mind as long as they are on the outside. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed though, when I scanned over the wood yard, we have trees. Guys, we have trees. Now, if you follow along on my videos, you'll know that we planted a cherry tree here, and then we planted an apple tree. And you can kind of see that dirt pile. That's not the leftover compost pile this year. This is actually where the honeysuckle used to be. So we're really, really excited to finally have some foliage. And well, the start of an orchard, guys. I'm so excited. Also, just to make some nice commentary, you can never kill hostas. We dug this entire place up and this hosta is still coming through. So he obviously wants to live another day. So we'll let him and maybe fill in this space, but we're definitely going to be transporting him because this place here we want to fill with trees. Sorry if my voice sounds a little cracky today. It's Mother's Day, and Mother's Day is a very hard day for me. So I just wanted to film a video that kind of brought you guys along on something I was proud of. Definitely proud of all of the progression we've been doing. This gooseberry is really bumping. These are double the size as they were last year. And well, it's really, really excited to see. We have friends helping us out. We definitely need to cut the grass, but there's so many flowers that are available for all of our pollinators who are just waking up. So we've left it go a little bit longer just to make sure that they can get a good head start for this year. This is a new section though. This is actually where, and I'm not sure if I've even talked about this, but we had saved a little spruce tree from the side of our house, and my husband planted it. We call him Bruce the Spruce, and well, he made it through the winter, so we're really excited about that. I guess my top of my bird feeder fell off. We also have some soil still there. This is our, hi again. It's very sunny today. This is our kind of patio that is a work in progress. So we have some pea gravel here. We have more lumber because eventually we're gonna actually be fencing off this entire section here. You can see we already have a couple posts in, and we're just gonna be making this area more of a utilitarian space where we can have like some patio stones out and put some patio furniture, just so if we have people coming over who don't wanna come into our backyard, we have a spot to kind of hang out as well. Wow, I just love it. I'm so grateful. So grateful. The fire section also got an expansion. You can see that's where the honeysuckle is. There's a root ball there. We figured we would try to burn it, but we definitely have expanded this section to allow for visitors and to have some people come over and enjoy a fire with us. And we also have this old log that we planted some chives into that we've been harvesting as well. It's crazy to think of all the changes we've made to the backyard, and also the fact that we still have an entire front yard we've been working on. So I'll bring you guys up there. I'll see if Mr. Lazybones wants to come with us. Do you want to come out front, Bubby? I think he's tired. We also have these daffodils growing from the stones here on the patio. These are from the old people who used to live here, and wow, they're flourishing. But let's go on up to the front and see what's going on there. Maybe somebody wanted to come after all. Let's go show them out front, Rocco. So when you walk out to the patio, we do have some work to be done on this bed here, but our corkscrew hazelnut is coming in, and the lunera that I planted last year, oh, please excuse the dog poop. The lunera is coming in again, which is really, really exciting. We did a little bit of work out front here. We raked some leaves to get ready for this planting. All of our yard violets are coming in all throughout the yard. We cleaned up this bed as well. So we have some hostas here. We have a peony. We have a small rose bush and just a variety of weeds, but that's okay. And this is new. So this year is going to be the first year that these beds are planted out. So we couldn't be more excited for that. All of the yard violets coming in. Another reason why we haven't mowed, because, well, they're just so beautiful everywhere. This bed has a couple perennials in it, some pampas grass and a couple other little plants I don't remember the name of, but we will be planting more flowers into that. We have more beds over here. Oh, look at these. Aren't they just gorgeous? I love all the purple. We also have this bed outlined. So last year we didn't have this kind of situated, but we've added more rock. We have our Japanese maple. Those bushes on the side are lilacs. They belong to our neighbors, but we prune them here and there to help with their growth. We have our peony. And then we have this section here. So this is actually a section of tulips. You can see they are heavily guarded because we have quite a few squirrels in the area. But you can see everything is starting to bloom. I'm so excited. So we have a couple little tulipas. We have some daffodils in here. We have some hydrangea. And just all scattered throughout. Some are doing better than others, but they kind of go right up to our deck. Now we will be working throughout the couple of years to fill in this space, to get some mulch down, to get some better edging down. But for this year, this is our first year with most of these bulbs. Oh, we also have some alliums. But this is just a time to get everything established, so we don't have to have the constant cover. We definitely want to allow the bees and everything to be able to come in here. So we do want to eventually not have all of these cages. And well, we've come full circle. This is now the side of the house where we have all of our hollyhocks, but we also have our asparagus. It's just starting to come in for the year. We've actually purchased 3 other crowns to add to this area to interplant with the hollyhocks. And well, I couldn't be more excited to continue growing our landscape. Well, that is officially our 1 year of filming for YouTube video. I can't believe it has been 1 year already and we've done so many changes to the homestead. And while there's over 360 of you guys following along, and I can't thank you enough, this is such a surreal feeling to be able to share what started as just videos for my own record and friends and family, to sharing to so many people around the world. I thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this tour video. I hope you follow along on our journey this year because I know things are going to change. We're constantly growing on this channel. That's what we do, and you guys make it all possible. So again, thanks for being here, and we'll see you later. Bye. What do you have there?
This is some of our homemade compost. This is from, it's been breaking down over the last year. It appears to be glorious.
Also, can't thank him enough.
You're gonna make me blush. But it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
1 year.
Yeah, I can't thank you enough. You're the one who started this whole thing.
Together, we can accomplish so much. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.